What's up, everybody? This is Whiskey in the Six. I'm Rob, doing the Springbank 10-year-old local barley from 2019. Been slow to get to this one. I've had it for a while. I just pushed it aside. Finally getting to it now. I still have to do the Kilkerran single cask 15 years old, which will be coming. Not exactly sure when. I'm not going to make any promises. This one is mostly ex-bourbon barrels, but there is a little bit of port influence in here as well, which is different than last year's, which was the 2018. The 2020 has not come out yet, and the 1 year makes a drastic difference in my opinion. I'm going to tell you why when I nose this, taste it, give it a mark. Okay, so on the nose alone, you're getting so much more flavor out of this one. There's way less of that distillate, like new make kind of nose that the 9-year-old had, and I'm not exactly sure why it had a new make kind of nose to it, but it did for whatever reason. Maybe they used tired casks. Maybe it just happened that the cask that they used for that one was a little more tired after only one use than other casks after one use. I'm not exactly sure what happened. They seem to really like it. A lot of people seem to really like it. I wasn't a big fan of the 9-year-old 2018. Let's see what I feel about this one. I think I like it a little bit better. Yeah, so like I said, the nose is nicer off the hop. Obviously, what's special about the local barley is that all the barley is produced in the Campbelltown region, in the Springbank area region. So that makes this very cool. But these are going for astronomical prices, especially on secondary market. I believe the retail on the local barley is about $150 to $170 Canadian, depending on where you get it. Really nice nose. There is some peat in there, not a whole lot. I don't get a ton of that port cask influence, but I do definitely get that ex-bourbon cask. And the collective group of casks used for this 10 are better than the ones that were used for the 9. 56.2%. I may add some water, but here's my first sip. Nice sweetness. Honestly, does not need a drop of water. Really no heat whatsoever at 56.2%, which is absolutely shocking. Nice long finish. You do get a little bit of that Springbank funk on the back end. I think I'm picking up a little bit of that port cask on this one, but not much. It's still tasting mostly ex-bourbon, but really nice. There is a nice sweetness that could be equated to that port cask. Only 9,000 bottles, so I think the percentage was really low of the amount of port casks that they used. So we're only talking probably about 3 casks, maybe 4. Yeah, really nice. Honestly, don't have to drop any water into this one, but I will for the sake of the review. It honestly is really nice without any water. You actually do lose a little bit on the nose with the water. Comes a little bit more farm-like, a little less sweet. The palate becomes a little bit more velvety though, with some water. You're getting a little bit more, it's unleashing some different flavors for sure. That farm note is definitely there now, but still that sweetness, it's got a little bit more layers to it. Nice powdered sugar note on there as well. And then that farm really nice overall. Honestly, I think this is probably close to a 90 for me. I'm gonna say it's an 89. I haven't loved every single dram I've had out of this bottle, but mostly I've been in the ballpark of 89, 90. So I'm gonna give this an 89. Really good stuff. I'd buy it again for sure. I keep going back to them even though I've had some bad experiences with the Local Barley. And the reason is Springbank produces such great stuff. They're limited all the time. They're doing their best to produce a unique spirit. So I give them the benefit of the doubt, even though I've had some expressions from them that I didn't actually love or even like at all. Prime example would be the Long Grow 14. I wasn't a big fan of that one. The last year's Long Grow Red, the Pinot Noir, I wasn't a big fan of that one either. And then obviously last year's Springbank Local Barley 9-year-old, the 2018, I was not a big fan of that at all. So this is really nice though. Like I said, 89, really good stuff. A lot of people would probably think it's higher than that and I'm being a little too harsh. But I'm going to leave it at an 89. I think that's the right mark for it. Alright, that's it for me, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you really like the video, you can hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the bell to get notifications for when I do release a video. And then you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and you can support this channel on Patreon. Cheers.